Jessica Cruz, one of the old Green Lanterns, has become a new Omega Lantern, some would say, and she is chasing down her former friends, Cyborg, Starfire, and Azrael, as they are now working for Darkseid and driving to the far reaches of the entire known galaxy. This is the Comicstorian channel, where we take some of your favorite trade paperbacks and single issues and I break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then I read them dramatically back to you. While she has been chasing her friends down, trying to stop them, trying to catch up to Darkseid to prevent his plans, the other individuals on the ship that she was rescued on have unmasked Orion, one of the new gods. And if you've got a new god, you've also got beings known as the Eschaton chasing down the new gods. By unveiling Orion, they have revealed his location to the Eschaton. So while they are trying to catch up the Darkseid, they now have to deal with these crazy beings. Jessica quickly unleashes her Omega powers to try and push the giant Eschaton back, but it laughs at her, telling her, "Delicious! Now, organism, where is he?" She grabs Hax and begins to fly away, trying to understand her newfound Omega-bound powers, but she has a bit of trouble flying in a straight line and crashes. The Eschaton continues its pursuit, asking, "Where is he? We smell him!" Back on the bridge, Blackfire calls out over the comms that they have a little problem. Since they've unmasked a cult, they've discovered that he is Orion, son of Darkseid. And Jessica responds with, "Yeah, well, we also have another problem. Turns out that black cube recovered by Summoner is actually the Eschaton." Orion asks, "An Eschaton?" And Jessica tells him, "Yeah, they aren't the talking one. I'm pretty sure it's all of them compressed into one form." Orion takes out his gun and sighs, stating, "Well, then the Eschaton are gonna tear the ship apart to get to me. I have to face my destiny that I've been trying to." But as he looks up, he already sees Blackfire and Dex-Starr, the Cat Red Lantern, leaving. Back in the halls, Jessica tries again to block the Eschaton back, but the giant creature smacks her back, telling her, "Get out of my way!" The force of being thrown into the wall causes Jessica to black out, but as she lays there, she starts to see something. It's the recording of Cyborg from before, but this time, it's also him in his new god form. He pings and then says that he is lost. He has a new job and he cannot defy it, and he is so sorry he can't break that control. They're coming for her. He won't be able to stop them, and she must fight them. Ping! Soon Jessica shakes her head, asking if she was out, and Hax tells her that she got hit very hard. But while Jessica comes to her senses, Blackfire and the others focus their fire on the Eschaton. As the attacks bounce off, Dex-Starr asks, "Maybe we feed him to it, if that's what it wants." Blackfire pauses for a moment, stating, "That isn't a bad idea," and Orion yells, "Hey, I'm right here! Do you have no honor?" The three go back to concentrating their attacks, but Dex-Starr says, "Meow! It's so powerful! Beyond anything! I have an alternate plan! Cease fire!" Dex-Starr then hops down, walking up to the Eschaton, yelling, "Hey! Hey! You! Eschaton! You want Orion, yes? But you want Darkseid more, yes?" The Eschaton pauses. "Yes, more than any." And Jessica responds with, "Wait, is this really happening? Is a cat negotiating with a giant cosmic demon?" And Blackfire tells her, "Pretty much." The Eschaton asks if Darkseid is here, and Dex-Starr states, "No, but we hunt for him. He is our enemy. We can deliver you to him. So you feast." The Eschaton pauses. "What do you need to do this thing?" And Dex-Starr stops him. "We can't if we're dead." So the Eschaton states, "I acknowledge this logic." Dex-Starr goes on telling him, "I have a proposal. Spare us and Orion, and we will take you to Darkseid." The Eschaton asks, "What of Orion?" Dex-Starr tells it, "You can eat him then, but only then." The Eschaton pauses for a moment and then tells Dex-Starr, "Considering, break this pack and you will all perish." So at that moment, the Eschaton reverts back to its black cosmic cube that it once was, and Dex-Starr tells everyone, "And that's how it's done. Cunning." Orion asks if he still has to die at the end of this, and Dex-Starr tells him, "Everyone's a critic. I have to postpone our doom." Hax says that she hates to point this out, but the battle has crippled several main systems. They're adrift, dead in space. Everyone hurries back to the bridge, and Blackfire says that every second that they're drifting, they're getting farther from Sepulchre and Darkseid. However, there is something ahead. They're drifting towards it. It appears to be a graveyard of wrecks. Scans show vessels from all cultures, all ages. Many are too alien to be identified. Jessica says, "Well, Wrecked ships have salvageable tech. I bet we can get what we need for repairs. But outside, watching the Astro Runner slowly drift into the wreckage, a young girl is watching and radios back that there's a new star in heaven tonight. A fresh wreck. Huh. Looks pretty intact. Lots of new tech to strip out. Thought you'd be happy, boss. Yeah, I'll be careful. Stop calling me Space Ranger. That was my pop. Call me Gamma Knife. Back on the Astro Runner, Hax goes over the long list of things that they're going to need to get the ship operational, and Jessica tells her okay. Blackfire and Dex-Starr will accompany her while they look through the debris. Dex-Starr asks Jessica, "Meow, what will you be doing?" And she says that she'll be having a nice chat with Orion here. She is sure that it will be enlightening. Once the others leave, Orion yells that he is of the new gods. He resents the way that they have exerted their authority and taken charge of this. Just let it be known, I will not be taking orders. I will not be deputized, and you have no idea of my powers. Jessica laughs, telling him that Darkseid nuked her and she got better. Whatever he has, she really isn't that concerned. So from the top, everyone to the last detail. So after a brief moment of silence, Orion sighs. It became clear that the new gods were under a threat. Signs had proliferated visions of doom, every soul in New Genesis dreaming the same dream night after night, that Darkseid was returning and doom would accompany him. The new gods joined the Justice League in an effort to seal the source wall and contain the danger, but that effort failed. Some great power was released, a power that immediately began to unform the new gods. We attempted to use boom tubes, but it would seem that I was the only one that survived. Darkseid very well could have been the one who sent this all into motion, but after escaping, I knew that I could find Darkseid and stop him, thwart whatever scheme he has set into motion. That is why I hid myself using the occulting armor so that I could protect myself in the Eschaton that had arisen from the death of the new gods. And Darkseid's return is your fault. You and your so-called heroes of Earth. You were the ones that cut Darkseid down and reduced him to nothing. Jessica asks him how is that bad, and Orion goes on stating that because when he was Darkseid, he was stable, malevolent and all-powerful, but stable. He ruled Apocalypse from his granite throne. He showed disinterest in the affairs of the universe. But you brought him low, took away his power, and incentivized him. Nothing provokes the powerful into action more than the deprivation of their power. Your actions spurred him into a reaction. Jessica scoffed, stating that it wasn't just them. Yes, he wanted his power back, but that's because there's a cosmic level crisis incoming. That's what he's scared of. That's why he wanted his power back, to protect himself, to move heaven and earth to activate the Sepulchre contingency. He will make new gods. He's given up on Apocalypse and New Genesis. Orion stands up, telling her, "You lie! You all know that. There's no greater threat than Darkseid. There's no force in the multiverse more potent or destructive than him. But what do we do? What is the plan?" Jessica says that she has some basics in mind. Repair the ship, find Darkseid, and kill his ass. Orion says that she is powerful, and he is powerful, but neither of them. But Jessica then tells him that they will drop the Eschaton on him. And just then, an alert pops up on the computer, and Jessica says that it would seem that they have themselves an intruder. Over in the cargo bay, Gamma Knife sneaks her way on when she notices the large Eschaton cube before her. She scans it, stating that this thing is throbbing with Omega energy. This could be exactly what the boss man wanted. Just need to cut this and... But at that moment, Jessica calls out the shelf to stop what she's doing and drop the lightsaber? Gamma hacks away at the hull, giving herself an opening, and tells her drones to hurry and grab the thing. Orion opens fire on one of the drones, and Gamma quickly turns back, swinging at him, telling him, "No one shoots my drones!" Orion tosses his broken guns, asking, "No one?" And Gamma then tells the drones to get him, which they all do when they swarm Orion, knocking him away. Gamma gets ready to escape with the cube, but Jessica picks it back up, tossing it in the back, stating that they should probably have a bit of a chat. "Who are you?" Gamma yells that they're the ones in her backyard. "Who are you?" So Jessica leans in, stating that she is Jessica Cruz, Justice League, and Gamma says, Oh, Justice League? For real? Meanwhile, outside, Hax looks through another piece of tech, stating that this is in remarkably good condition. She could repurpose it for the photonics. Blackfire says, "Great, but what else is on the list?" And Hax begins to state, but Dex-Starr interrupts, telling them, Something is stirring." Hack asks if they're in danger. At that moment, the robots begin to rip through the wall of the ship, and Blackfire tells Dex-Starr to get into a defensive position. Grab Hax and stay behind. Back on the Astro Runner, Gamma asks if she's really with the Justice League, like the Justice League. Jessica tells her, yes, long story, who are you? So she tells her that her name is Susie Starr, last serving agent of the Space Ranger Service, and yes, he was her father. Jessica asks if she's alone, and Gamma gets ready to answer, but she stops herself, yelling, "Wait, I don't have to tell you anything. I have no proof of who you are." At that moment, there's a banging from the outside, and Jessica says that she's just gonna have to trust her for now. Suddenly, all of Gamma's drones fly by yelling, "Abort mission, go, 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 go!" As Gamma jumps out of the hole that she created, Jessica goes to check on Orion, who's been knocked out, but then she is struck from behind by an energy blast. A large alien begins to walk up to the two bodies, stating, "Thus fall all who oppose. Thus fall all who face Zotar." Zotar looks back, asking, "What's next, brother god?" And Cyborg walks up with the para-angel, stating, "Ping, ping, ping." Zotar nods. "Yes, secure the vessel and locate the others. Your will be done. Why do you seem sad, brother?" Cyborg looks down. "Ping." And Zotar tells him, "Ah, my apologies. For a moment I thought you cared about the female or something." And that concludes the next chapter of our Justice League Odyssey coverage right here at the Comicstorian channel. For those who are wondering, as you can tell, for anybody who's been watching this, it is a continual story. So we do 2 to 3 issues of this every Sunday, which means if you subscribe and hit that like button, you'll get the next chapter next Sunday, which I would really highly encourage you to do, but if you can't, I get it. It's fine. I appreciate everyone who does take the time to watch our videos, though. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Omega Lantern in action. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian, and our gaming channel, Comicstorian Gaming, where every Sunday we do a Dungeons & Dragons game involving superheroes. I hope you guys are excited about everything we're doing here. I always am, and thank you so much for your time. I will see you next Sunday on the next chapter of Justice League Odyssey.